Okay, welcome aboard this Norwegian, well, online as Nordic 528. It's not a logged flight on virtual Norwegian network, but still. That's the only thing that's missing or different from when I do fly for virtual Norwegian. So we are setting up now for our departure. I got a new co-pilot today with a new update of FS2Crew. His name should be Kyrre and he's Norwegian. So it'll be interesting to hear him. We are currently at stand 3 at Vagar airport in Faroe Island, and we are heading up to what's there? We're heading up to Iceland, to Keflavik. So I'll quickly just set up the fuel and weights. So we're bringing 8,798 kilos of fuel, and our zero fuel weight today with our, it was about 111 passengers. Our estimated zero fuel weight is 54.6. There we go, 54.6. It will be costing X9. And the reserves will be 4.9 tons. We will be flying, let's see. Let's pre-file the flight plan and get it loaded into the VPilot. There we go, flight level 380. There we go for start. I'll go through the map and briefings in a little while. Just need to set everything up here. So to set up the route, we're going Echo Kilo Victor Golf to Bravo India Kilo Foxtrots. Access that as a company route and request a flight plan. So, our passengers have started boarding. Kyrre is still doing the walk around.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
So, no issues at the walk around. That's good. So Kyrre is starting his routines now, and we'll just load in the flight plan and set everything up here. Activate, executes. And we are flying as Nordic 528. just request the winds and see if we have anything. Load that now. There we go. So as for ATC, we don't have anything, well, not yet at least.
Glide slope. Pull up.
Okay, we'll take
Wind
a
shear.
look at the
Wind shear. Wind shear.
flight line.
Terrain.
Just
Terrain.
need to find
Pull
it.
up.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
There we go.
Sink rate. Pull up. Terrain.
So our
Pull up. Don't sink.
plan for
Don't
today
sink. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Gear.
is
Too
to
low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain.
depart here from
Glide slope.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Approaching
runway
minimums.
30.
Minimums. 2,500. 1,000. 500. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Too low. Terrain.
Let's see. Well, we set
Caution,
up to
terrain.
my 2 November.
Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
We'll take a look at that. Then we'll fly on G Golf 3 up to Larix and Frosty, Ingo, Mikla, and Nasbu, and then we'll see here
TCAS test. Pass.
for the approach. We'll be arriving at runway 01. That's one for November and LS 01 in the span. So that's our initial plan. Once airborne, we'll take a look at the approach brief, but let's take a quick look at the departure for now. So,
Hi, here's the fuel slip.
Thanks.
Welcome. Have a nice flight.
we are departing here from my 30 and going to make an S. Transition altitude 7,500. Push that in. Airport elevation, we are currently at 280 feet. Departure maximum 213 knots. Looks like a pretty straightforward departure. So runway 30 then to Victor Golf 740, 772, 774, 776 and on to Mykonos. So not visual climb clearance by ATC, so we'll just set that to 9,000 feet, flight level 090 for now. So the approach might change, but if we have to follow what's current right now, we're going to Nasbu Baxi, which would be between flight level 130 and 100. Kilo Foxtrot 384 below flight level 110. Kilo Foxtrot 385. Okay, so looks pretty standard. We'll go Texon 3500 max 330, and then just into the ILS. Missed approach, climb on 014 to 3000 feet, and then expect vectoring by Keflavik approach, which is not online, so in that case we'll vector ourselves in for another go, probably do a left turn and back to run to the approach from there. The current weather here in Vagar, we have wind from 350, 24 knots, gusting to 36. Fuel class 1600, broken 3000. We have temperature of 2, dew point -2, QNH 992. And let's see, remark broken 2300, wind gale 350, 43 knots, gusting 63. So a pretty strong wind there. So the wind will be a factor once we are on the way here. Just look at the weather in Keflavik. Is wind 020, 13 knots, VFR conditions, few clouds, 2200, -5 degrees, and dew point -8, QNH 1010. That's good. Then we'll go for Glasgow, which is our alternate. Also VFR conditions with light winds. Oh well, looks good. I don't think we will be going down there. So, seems like the GSX passengers are on board. And the PacX still have 13 minutes before they are ready. So we'll go through the last bits here. I'll just remove that. I'm not getting the sim brief up on the screen, but looking through the plan, we have, well, we set the fuel 8,798 kilos, zero fuel weight for our 111 passengers, so 54.6 tons. And let's just take a quick look to see if there's any no temps. No down. Let's see. Vagar, they don't have avgas, so that's not the problem. To prevent excessive friction damages and debris from flexible pavement, aircrafts are required to strictly follow yellow guidelines for turns on both runway ends. Blocking of main gear during turn is not allowed. Aircrafts are required to park according to apron markings.
Would you like the APU on?
Yes, please.
Starting the APU.
And something about the Ukraine crisis. Keflavik, let's see, due to high traffic volume during peak hours, train down, problem. Approach runway 01 and 28. Set. Okay. Oh. So I guess you have all the passengers aboard. We'll run through pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal, auto. Window heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 077, altimeter 991.
Heading 077. Altimeter 991. Park brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
Can we pressurize the hydraulics?
Roger, you are cleared to pressurize the hydraulics.
Thank you. Now please disconnect the ground equipment.
Roger, disconnecting the GPU and air.
Set up the winds to 5 point. Flaps 5. Left of departure. Runway 37.
Roger, GPU and air disconnected.
Thank you. Flight directors. And let's clear the wind was factor with drive runways, but 350 at 24. These speeds are entered. Let's see. Do the brief.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay. No pushback, start on the stand. Taxi route will be assigned by the ATC. It will be a left seat takeoff using rated thrust, planning a flaps 5 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. Above 80 knots, we will check for fire, engine failure, loss of control or wind shear. The crew member noticing the abnormality will clearly state a problem. I will call reject or continue. If the decision is to reject, I will close the thrust levers, disengage auto throttle, observe or apply maximum braking, raise speed brakes, apply maximum amount of thrust consistent with the conditions, and bring the aircraft to a complete stop on the runway. Slow the speed brakes and set the parking brake. Advise the cabin, this is the captain speaking. Remain seated, remain seated. I will then perform any necessary memory items or checklists as appropriate. If an evacuation is required, I will initiate the evacuation checklist. In the event of an engine failure after V1, we will continue the takeoff, rotate at VR, call positive rate, gear up, and cancel the master caution. There will be no other calls below 400 feet. At 400 feet, I call a roll mode, then call confirm the failure. If required, we will perform any necessary memory items. Clamp at V2 to V2 plus 20 to 1000 feet AFL or TOCA, whichever is higher. Retract flaps on schedule when flaps have been retracted, and at or above flaps up maneuver speed. Call for level change if VNAV is not engaged. Set maximum continuous thrust and call for the appropriate emergency checklist. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. The departure route will be via the ATC assigned SIT, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. No nose abatement procedures required. Flight directors are on. Mine is master, yours is slave. Navigation radios are set. The NOTAMs and the aircraft defect log have been reviewed. Wind shear has been reported. We will execute the wind shear escape maneuver if required. Any questions, comments or concerns?
That's checked and no questions.
Departure brief complete.
Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP.
V2145, altitude 9000. Altitude 9000.
Takeoff speeds.
V1130 V2. V1130 VR136. V2145. V2145.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Anti-collision light on. And that is the before start checklist completed.
Start sequence is 2 and 1.
Check.
Let's see, we have the wheel box removed. So we are ready. Start. Start number 2 engine.
Starting engine 2. Oil pressure. Starter cutout. Number 2 stable.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting engine 1. Oil pressure.
Yo.
Starter cutout.
Flaps 5.
Number 1 stable.
Flaps 5. Okay, so flight controls check. Full left, full right, neutral, full front, aft, neutral, rudder, full left, full right, and neutral. Flight controls check complete. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve auto. Engine start switches auto. Recall.
Checked.
Checked. Auto brake RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle detent.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Clear. Before taxi checklist completed.
Clear on left.
Clear right.
Vagar traffic, Nordic 528. Taxiing to landing point runway 30. Parking brake off. Be a bit careful with the power not to blast the terminal here. Traffic and terrain up on my display. Namely of the throttle, Lena and LN. Almost playing along here, but okay. Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
5.2 units.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Runway entry procedure.
Okay. Clear on the approach.
Okay. Got really dark there. Vagar traffic, Nordic 528, backtracking, lining up runway 30. So the 737 has, after the last update, been a bit trickier to turn. We'll see. Managed to do what not I'm told. Okay, so oh, there we go. I need to go check that dock after the departure here, because it sounds like he's tearing up the first floor. Okay, so we are ready. This is boat that we are at market. Vagar traffic Nordic 528, departing runway 37. Take off. The throttles are not very even. There we go. Take off. Over.
Thrust set. 80 knots. V1. Rotate. Positive right.
Gear up.
Gear up. 400 feet.
Yeah, we can fill them in for sure. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1 set.
Flaps up.
Speed checked. Flaps up set.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds on. PacX. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No lights. After takeoff checklist is complete.
course, do connect the dots. Transition, set standard.
Standard set. Flight level 100. So hopefully the wind is going to calm down a little bit once we get a bit higher. And that happens, we can cabin crew E2 the maps. Roger.
See if I can give him the controls now. Close that stream. You have control? You have control?
I have control.
I have control.
You have control.
That's not what I wanted. But we'll try to trigger it again a bit later. Now we're still climbing to flight level 380. A bit more calm now, so we'll crew and the passengers.
Flight level 100.
Oh, that's not the FS2Crew bugging out, that's just manually triggering the
Happy to
clamp.
release the cabin.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I was just changing a setting and I started NK climb, manual flow, just to see if we got the cabin things back, because I did deactivate the cabin crew in the settings of FS2Crew, but now I've turned them back on. When you have them on, then the FO will ask if you want to release the cabin crew once you've done the after takeoff checklist, and then upon passing flight level 100, you'll ask again if want to release the cabin for passengers. So we just got the fuel pump low pressure warnings for the left and right pumps on the center tanks, because they were emptied, so I turned off the pumps there. And besides that, we are not that strong of a wind, but it's changing a lot up here, so it's from heading 269, but everything between 0 and 13. That's not too bad though. We're well underways, still no ATC in the vicinity. And we didn't mess up anything for the following AMV 105. I don't know what company or what call sign that is. We'll soon meet up with Viking 9321, going from Keflavik to Volanta I. It actually looks like we have Keflavik tower online. Looks like it's been online for 3 hours, so it's weird that I didn't see him earlier. See if it's still online when we get up there. It is pretty much confirms we are expecting ILS runway 01. Position level up there is 75. Current wind 356, 17 knots. QNH 1010. And the snow time issued at 1537. All runways ice patches. Runway 01, contamination outside reported with compacted snow, all taxiways ice patches, all aprons ice patches. Information hotel. That's good. Being that we know now that it's runway 01, we can start setting that up here. Now we're going ILS 01. Back zone and approaches. November. Check that everything looks okay here. Yep. That we can start setting up the forecast. finish 1010. And we'll just descend winds. Other one. So that's good. Transition level, that's flight level 075. And we are set for the approach. Good, currently in flight level, passing flight level 320. So for now we are all set. Really not that much to see on the outside views when I'm flying at night, so we'll just keep with the cockpit for now. Should be meeting up with, no, the Viking has passed us, well above us, so okay. Sit back and relax a little bit now. We're on cruise, so see how we are in the top of descent. You can see it here on the plane. At the progress page we are currently now 21:49 Zulu and expect to be on ground 22:49, so just 1 hour from now. That would be perfect. I need to go to bed at some point, so that would be great if we can be on ground within the hour. And then I just hope the 2-year-old doesn't wake up before we get that far. So the cruise page, we have top of descent in just about half an hour. So I will just take a really short break and just prevent the dog from destroying the first floor. And I will get back.
my diamonds that cold. Versace trunks, I hit my backstroke. Knock on the door. She at the back row. All I really take is a little taste. Island girl, blue eyes with a little bass. Here for the thrill, I don't need a chase. Wanna vibe and to get away. Shimmy, shimmy, I got the semi-4 weight. Don't step out the line like this a probate. You hit the line and try to locate. This for the top, got time for no day. Whoa. Too many, I'm going. Too crazy and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's into it, we left there. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit. Good times. Live in the moment, feel like summertime. Assassination, not a world.
Okay, so we are back again. On VPilot I now have Keflavik Tower in range, 1183. I can set up that. We have it ready here. In case it's still online when we approach. 1183 set. And for the ILS. On the charts again. So we have just passed Rusty and we are on the way to Ingo. Just between Ingo and Mikla we will start our descent. So looking at the edits from Lee, we still have information on TEL, so still runway Z1 in use. ILS, we are going from ILS runway Z1. So we will first just check out the charts here again. And the first we will be at, we're arriving from Nasby 4 November. So first we go to Almexi and we should be between flight level 100 and 130. And then at Kilo Foxtrot 384 we should be below flight level 110. Then above 7,000 feet at Kilo Foxtrot 385 and below 7,000 at Copen and above 3,500 when we come to Dexon. So look through the Nasby 4 November to Almexi, Kilo Fox 384, 385, Copen and Dexon. Hectopascal transition level is to be given by ATC. We will set it up for self-airport elevation 169 feet. We have enough capability. We will prepare ourselves for descent as long as we don't have any more ATC showing up. And we're to change to Keflavik QNH at transition level or passing last flight level restriction if higher. So we'll take a look at the approach charts again. So we'll be at the Dexon of 3,500 and into Kilofox 10 Kilofox India 01. It should be 2,500 feet. Can set up the retrieve here. We are going with the star, ILS, landing flaps 30, bleeds on. The runway is dry with some patches of ice. We'll use automatic level 3, single landing taxi, no. We'll be arriving at the gate. Seeing the APU after landing, the turrets. No. No, if there are any big threats. The biggest threat, I guess, is that I'm not very familiar with the airport. This will be our final sector, the minimum minima, and the ILS is 335. Set that up. Missed approach altitude will be climbed to 3,000 feet. And the final approach fix. See 1,800. So we can do. You have control. I don't know if you want to do that now. We'll run the brief and see what it says.
Are you ready for an approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning a flap 30 landing, final approach fix altitude is 1,800 feet, decision altitude is 335 feet, missed approach altitude is 3,000 feet, taxi route will be assigned by ATC, will be arriving at the gate, descent speeds and navigation radius are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments or concerns?
That's checked and no questions.
Approach brief complete.
So there, I have control again. I have control. I have control.
You have control.
But no. Let's see, we have run the approach brief. Let's see if it runs again now.
Are you ready for an approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star,
No.
complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning a flap 30 landing, final approach fix altitude is 1,800 feet, decision altitude is 335 feet, missed approach altitude is 3,000 feet, taxi route will be assigned by ATC, will be arriving at the gate, descent speeds and navigation radius are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments or concerns?
That's checked and no questions.
Approach brief complete.
Well, the radios haven't been set yet because I will set them now. So we have the ILS on 1113. Set up here. On 1113. And that will be heading off 014. We have 18 nautical miles to top of descent, so we'll set the MCP. And we can also go descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 150 feet. Recall checked. Auto brake. Level 3. Landing data.
Let's set that up first. 1, 0, 1, 0, and we have the minima of 335. There we go. So then we can take BRF 143. Minimums 335 feet.
VREF 143. Minimums 335 feet. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist complete.
So, on our arrival, the first limit is a backsea, which we will be between 130 and 100, so we'll set flight level 100 on the MCP. And I will zoom in here. And we are ready to start our descent. I think everything is set up right now. The FO is at the on brake to level 3. And yeah, everything is set up for the approach and landing. Just coming up on Mikla. I can see some contours of Iceland below, but well, being that it's nighttime, it's not really much to see. If I do take a flight tomorrow, then I'll see if I can change the time again, so we fly daytime. So from the looks that currently I have 2 aircraft on the airport, Speedbird E5, Airbus A320, just oh, I don't know if it landed or if he had to go around. Well, we have Foxtrot Papa Yankee Romeo 93. We'll see. There's not a ton of inbound traffic. I guess that's well, it's me. Looking at Vagar, it seems like there's now 3 aircraft at Vagar and a 4th one inbound. That's exciting. No, we have 5 inbound. Crazy. Okay, put up the terrain again. There might be an issue on the way. I don't know. seems like my PacX passengers are satisfied at the moment. Well, that's good. 94%. See if I can scare the bejesus out of them landing Keflavik. So, to the zero viewers I can say a little bit about my setup. So I'm flying the PMDG 737-800, great aircraft. I have been wondering if I should be buying the Phoenix as well. I do like flying the fly-by-wire A320, but after PMDG, after the 737 came out, I've been flying primarily this one. That's mostly because I am a member of the virtual airline, Virtual Norwegian. I do fly quite a few flights for them, and yeah, they fly 737, so. Besides the PMDG, I use FS2Crew. I really love that add-on. It brings a lot to the simulator. Just some shaking noises. Just you know, increases the immersion. And as I said, I use PacX for the passenger simulation. I have both the PacX and self-loading cargo, but self-loading cargo has a tendency to crash when I use it with the flight tracker for Virtual Norwegian. So I started using PacX instead, and that has been working well. So. Not everything I'm all that happy with. I think the boarding process is a little bit weird, boarding and deboarding in PacX. I actually think it's better in self-loading cargo. And but you have some customization possibilities in both PacX and self-loading cargo. So it works well. I use the Navigraph charts. I have a subscription, and I depend on the Navigraph charts. They're great. Let's see, Volanta. I use Volanta. Usually when I fly the Twin Otter up north, I have been using the Volanta stream overlay. But right now I'm using FlyLive Studio because I've earlier set up the Norwegian display, so that's why I'm using that today. E-Pilot, of course, for connection with VATSIM, and Embry for flight plan. GSX, I can't forget GSX. It's one of the add-ons I love the add-on. I love everything it does. It's at times it's a little bit buggy, but I think if you spend some time with it and set it up correctly, then it's a great add-on. At times passengers can be stuck in the middle of the air and you need to reset the add-on, but it doesn't really brake all that much for me. I just like having it. Love the pushback feature. I love the passengers walking by. But it's just, well, I like it. And I think one of the things they are working on now is remount the ice. So that would be a really great feature. Looking forward for that. A lot of the de-ice, I think, in Norway is on remote sites, but it's not a really big problem, but it's okay. I don't know if I mentioned FS2Crew, but FS2Crew is, I've been waiting so long for FS2Crew to come out, and as you know, they have updated it, put some extra voice sets, and it really does look more stable. The last version had a tendency to freeze up at times. We'll see now when we do the approach if it freezes up, but it always comes back. It's just for a little, just 15-20 seconds, and then it's back. But it's, of course, it's not all that fun when you're on final approach and are going to go flaps 30, but of course you can set the flaps yourself, so it's really not that big of a problem. I do love the company, and I like simulating that we will go through certain procedures, checklists. When I did it all by myself, I had a tendency to mess it up and forget stuff all the time, so it's, I think it forces me into get flow. Let's just refresh the Keflavik Addons. We have now in the Riser one in use. I was winds now 006, 16 degrees. A few clouds, 2200, -5 degrees. Dew point -10, units 1010 still. So that's good, we have that preset. And well, most of the other stuff is like oceanic clearance would be relevant for us now. Ice patches both on the runway, taxiways, and the aprons, so that's normal. So, one thing with the PMDG, oh well, I am talking to myself, so I can talk some more to myself. Everybody says that the 737-800 is very slippery, then it struggles to maintain the speed, or to keep the speed down, rather. Right now for this flight I didn't add a lot of extra fuel just for the alternate to Glasgow, and then a little bit extra, and it really doesn't have a problem. It's more like it's struggling to keep the speed up at the moment, so I don't know why, but That's how it is for me at least. And maybe it's because I'm loading the aircraft wrong. I don't know. Here, getting close to flight level 160 now. Still looking good. Just past Nasby, and we are inbound back sea. Started the Nasby for November arrival. It'll be dark outside still, but take a look at the look pretty light. I'm not quite sure what scenery I have. I think it is the MK Studios, Keflavik. Yeah, I think it is. So we have the MCB altitude set to level 100, so it's soon passing flight level 120, so we can reduce the... Yes, we can set it now to... And the PMDG does a really good job of keeping the altitude on the way, so set up 1,800 for now. Let's see how this goes. I like a lot of things with the PacX, but when it doesn't have an airport, they say we have started our descent towards your destination, and that does sound a little weird. I wish there still was development on both PacX and Central Cargo. It's really good add-ons.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing. Flight level 100.
Flight level 100. Shaped. Course at 014 both sides, and headings at 014. We have the VF set 143, and that's on display. QNH 1010 presets, and minimum set 335. We have the ILS frequency 111.3 set, and we have the tow frequency on the standby COM1. We are squawking 2000, and we are in the correct mode. So I will set QNH 1010, and that puts us a little bit below the path. We'll adjust to that. We'll have 2 aircraft on the ground, Keflavik, and luckily the tower is still online. And we have Juliet now, so we're still runway 01, 006, 16, QNH 1010, -5, -9, and pretty much the same. Well, that's good. Doesn't need to change anything here. Transition set altimeter 1010.
One zero set.
Approach checklist.
Approach checklist. Altimeters.
1010 set.
1010 set. Approach checklist completed.
I wonder if the PacX hasn't been streaming to up till this point, or sending anything up till this point. That's not too big of a problem. Just activated FS2Crew is sending, E-Pilot is sending MSFS, FSRealistic, PacX, FS2Crew, and my microphone. So that's good. Now let's get back to the approach. Field in sight.
Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Thank you. are getting close to Dexon and starting the Dexon transition into the ILS. So once we hit the diesel before Dexon, we'll go flaps 1. There we are. Now we should be above 3,500. We're currently at 4,002, so that shouldn't be a problem. So we have started the decelerating here and can go flaps 1.
Checked.
No, speed 2, so that's not what I go for. Flaps 1.
Speed checked.
There we go. FO sets the flaps. And I have some traffic on the
Flaps
PacX.
1 set.
And we just go flaps 5. We get a bit lower here. Arm the approach. I see the ILS is here. Flaps 5.
Speed checked.
So next approach altitude should be 3,000.
Flaps 5 set.
That's next approach altitude. So difficult to do that. Switch to tower. Keflavik Tower, Nordic 528, establish localizer runway 01, and we have Juliet.
Nordic 528, Keflavik Tower, good evening. The wind 020 degrees, 16 knots, runway 01, clear to land.
Clear to land, 01, Nordic 528. Great, we have got clearance. Cleared.
Radio altimeter alive. Cabin crew, take your seats.
Gear down, flaps 15.
Speed checked. Gear down.
And the brakes.
Flaps 15 set.
There we go. And we are 7 miles out, so just keep it like this until approximately 4 dB, and then we'll set the flaps.
Keflavik Tower, flame entry.
Clear Romeo 93, Keflavik Tower, hello, pass your message.
Clear entry ready for ready to take clearance towards
Flaps 25.
Echo Delta Delta.
Speed checked. Flaps 25.
Clear Romeo 93, what is your requested Mach number?
Requested Mach number, Mach 0.8.
Final approach fix, height checked, missed approach altitude is set.
Check.
There, Romeo 9
Flaps
3,
30.
oceanic clearance to
Speed checked.
Hamburg, Pixum 1 Alpha departure,
Landing checklist.
Alden, Ratsu,
Standby.
flying via
Flaps
the
30,
flight level
set.
290, Mach decimal 80, squawk 2574.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches. 1000 feet. Stable.
Can you get
Auto.
that one more time for
Speed
player
brake.
entry?
Armed.
Landing gear.
Nordic 5
Down.
to 8, once you've landed
Flaps.
you can roll it to the end and take a left onto November 4.
Go to the end and before for Nordic 5 to 8. Flaps 30, green light.
Landing
Romeo
checklist complete.
3, oceanic
Clear.
clearance to Hamburg, Pixum 1 Alpha departure. After Pixum, direct Alden, then direct Ratsu. Climb via the SID, flight level 290, Mach
Mark
decimal
controls.
80, squawk 3, correction, squawk 2574.
Clearance towards Hamburg
500
via the
feet.
XM 1 Alpha departure, direct Alden, direct Ratsu, climb, maintain flight level 290 at Mach 0.8.
Approaching minimums.
2574 for player entry.
Continue.
There, Romeo 93, just to confirm,
Minimums.
Pixum 1 Alpha departure, and it's climb via the SID to flight level 290. If there was a center controller online above me, they would give you a higher climb, but as soon as you're just going to go to Unicom, you can climb up to your cruising altitude once you're at the Reykjavik CTA.
XM 1 Alpha via the SID.
Speed brake not up.
I'm aware of the...
No reverse, engine 1 and engine 2.
There, Romeo 9, there 3, Roger, your readback is correct. Information, Juliet is current, QNH 1010.
Direct to sound.
K firm, I have Juliet and 1010 PMH.
$60 knots.
Okay, to clean up.
Roger.
So we have to roll to November 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 10:50 p.m. and it's currently about -5 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us, and we hope to see you again soon.
We're coming up on Kilo 1 and then at the end we have November 4. Passing Kilo 1.
APU on the buses.
Yeah, on the buses, checked.
Nordic 528, welcome to Keflavik, taxi stand 72 via November and November 14.
And 7 to via November and November 14 for Nordic 528. So 7 to...
And all stations, Keflavik Tower is now closing. There is no higher ATC online, so you can monitor Unicom 122 decimal. Have a nice night.
Thanks for service, have a good night. Nordic 528. 171. L2 would be here. Lights and doors.
Check. 3 minutes. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check.
3 minutes check. Oh, I love this. Parking brakes are set. We are over 3 minutes, so we can shut down. Request deboarding for GSX. And that my daughter woke up, so let's see if she can get back to sleep. Set on checklist.
Fuel pumps off. Probe heat auto. Hydraulic panel set. Flaps.
Up.
Park brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Weather radar. Off. And that is the shutdown checklist complete.
Thank you. So let's give the PacX passengers also permission to deboard. Really like the scenery here. Fast taxi. Jesus. I was speeding. So we are waiting for the passenger buses, I guess. Usually at this time I would send the pilot reports for the maker system for virtual Norwegian, but being that I'm not flying a real route, then I don't have it running. So let's see if the PacX passengers were happy. Landing rate 242. It's getting off block time 1 hour 33 minutes. Flight time 1 hour 17. Let's see comments. It's going to be fun leaving the aircraft. Thank you. Totally. Oh, that's good. So passenger bus is here. We'll just stay here and watch the passengers exit the aircraft. The FS2Crew has already done a great job resetting most of the stuff in the cockpit anyway, so we can just enjoy the view here for now. So, to my Zero viewers, hope you have had a good flight with us tonight. I'm Sim Nordic, and I wish you all a good night.
Passengers buses.
Go ahead. Roger, connecting the GPU. GPU is connected.
Crew losses.
Secure checklist. IRSs off. Emergency exit lights off. Window heat off. PacX off. And that is the secure checklist complete.